Rivals of Aether 2 just came out, and everyone is in a scramble to make the best possible Rivals of Aether 2 videos they can. I'm gonna go a different route, and make the worst possible Rivals of Aether 2 videos I can. To start things off, instead of learning from my previous mistakes, I am instead going to weaponize them. I think a good place to start is by showing you this. I have 3 different Audacity programs running right now, and they are all recording the same exact audio. The only difference between the 3 is one is recording for your right ear, and the other is recording for your left ear. I will be alternating through all 3 of them throughout this video. Enjoy! Next up on the chopping block is really quite simple. If you go and look up Rivals of Aether 2 on YouTube and swap the filter over to newest first, all you'll see is CPU free-for-alls with no commentary, just raw footage. Very low effort content, which is perfect for the kind of video I am trying to make right now. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to take a page out of Illuminati's book and plagiarize some music for the background. So without further ado, here is my super original, not at all stolen, music that will be playing for the rest of the video. Now that we got the bare basics for a video taken care of, we can now start to have some fun. If you haven't noticed already, there is a camcorder watermark on this video. I am recording this with OBS and adding the watermark while editing. It's the little details like this that make a good video go to a great video. You know what else will turn this good video into a great video? Why, today's sponsor, of course. Today's video is sponsored by Raid Shadow. Today's video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, one of the biggest mobile role-playing games of 2019, and it's totally free. Currently only 10 minutes. Today's video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, one of the biggest mobile role-playing games of 2019, and it's totally free. Currently, almost 10 million users have joined Raid over the last 6 months, and it's one of the most impressive games in its class with detailed models, environments, smooth 60 frames per second animations. Now that around 90% of the audience has fast-forwarded the video, I just want to let you know I'm not sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. I probably will never be sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends because of what I did back in 1979 in Vietnam. If you're still watching this and haven't skipped to the end of the sponsor, comment down below and say, I remember what you did back in 1979 in Vietnam. Thanks. Go to the video description, click on the special links, and you'll get 50,000 silver and free epic champions as part of the new player program to start your journey. Good luck, and I'll see you there. Is what I would say, but this sponsor isn't over yet because I'm also sponsored by NordVPN. Staying safe online is an ever-growing difficulty, and I'm completely fucking with you. I'm not sponsored by NordVPN. I am, however, going to introduce my new OC, Clarienchu, to the masses and explain why Clarienchu should be in Rivals of Aether 2. For her neutral special, she wields a gun. I'll be honest, I don't really have the rest planned out yet, but I think it's a pretty good start. I also think that Clarienchu should... What? Mom, get out. I'm recording a video, Mom. Get out. Mom. Mom, you're embarrassing me. Oh my god. I'm recording a video, Mom. Get out. Mom! Get the fuck out of my room. I'm playing Rivals. Jesus, that was so embarrassing. Oh my god. You know, to make matters even worse, I'm not MC Hawaii. I'm
Software Neos, and today we'll be counting down the top 5 playable characters in Rivals of Aether 2. Rivals of Aether 2 is the newest kid on the block, so the question on everyone's mind is who is the best of the best? The cream of the crop. The Software Neos of platform fighter creators. So without further ado, this is Watch Mojo's top 5 playable characters in Rivals of Aether 2 in no particular order. Number 5. Zetaburn, Rivals of Aether 2. Kicking off our list is the first rival of Aether himself, Zetaburn. Aside from rocking the Tarzan loincloth and taking inspiration from the Zetaburn of Rivals of Aether 1, the Fire Prince is also one of our hottest picks to play in Rivals of Aether 2. With his really cool fireball move and killer claws, he'll scratch up anyone he fights against. And even though he has a mane made of fire, he's one of the coolest cats around. Number 4. Forsburn, Rivals of Aether 2. Forsburn has this rebellious underdog vibe that's hard to resist. His smoke mechanics add a layer of strategy that's both challenging and rewarding. Plus, Pulling off his combos feels insanely satisfying. His backstory gives depth to his character, making him more than just another fighter. He's the perfect blend of style, strategy, and substance for Rivals of Aether 2. Number 3. Crag, Rivals of Aether 2. What do you get when you cross a child's love of catching bugs and my love of throwing rocks through mom and pop store windows? That's right, you get the wall-running beetle himself, Crag. With his rock-hard combos and his grounded personality, Crag is always a good choice to shake things up in your Rivals of Aether 2 play sessions. Number 2. Clarienchu, Rivals of Aether 2. Although lightsabers are incredibly dangerous, this feline saber has carved its way into our hearts. Her courage and determination to go on even after the death of her future is not only awesome, but also super sexy. Clarienchu is certainly a force to be reckoned with in Rivals of Aether 2. Number 1. Soccer Crag, Rivals of Aether 2. Soccer Crag scored his way into our hearts the moment he was announced. Not only is Soccer Crag a team player, but he's also the main reason World Peace was announced last year in 2026. After dabbing up Snoop Dogg, Dan Funrace announced to the world that Soccer Crag is here and ready to throw his opponents some red cards straight into the blast zone. We also think Soccer Crag would totally obliterate Cristiano Ronaldo in Rivals of Aether 2. Did you like our list? Do you agree or disagree with our picks? Let us know in the comments. Also, one of these picks was written by an AI. Good luck knowing which one is which. I'm Software Neos, and I approve this message. Thank you all for watching Watch Mojo's top 5 playable characters in Rivals of Aether 2, and have a great day.
Also, the DVD logo will now periodically show up blocking the screen. In addition to that, I reached out to my good buddy XQC for a collab on this very video to make it more transformative. So now XQC will be joining us for the rest of the video while reacting to it. I also think now would be a good time to explain what Skibidi Toilet is. You see, Skibidi Toilet originated from some YouTube shit. Mission accomplished, if I do say so myself. If you really think about it though, Rivals of Aether 2 is a Smash form fighter. Not platform fighter, not Smash clone, a Smash form fighter. You know, because it's like Smash, but without all the things that make Smash great, like Mario. Like, the two games really aren't that similar if you look at it deeply. One has such amazing characters like Donkey Kong, Mario, and Link, while the other game doesn't have volleyball. And I don't mean to get political here, but while I'm on the subject, Rivals of Aether 2 should really do something about that. Now that I got that off my chest, I think there is only one last thing to add to the video to make it the worst possible Rivals of Aether 2 video imaginable. This last thing is so bad, so menacing, that children all around the world still fear it today. It's quite simple, really.
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. The 20-meter pacer test will begin in 30 seconds. Line up at the start. The running speed starts slowly, but gets faster each minute after you hear this signal. A single lap should be completed each time you hear this sound. Remember to run in a straight line, and run as long as possible. The second time you fail to complete a lap before the sound, your test is over. The test will begin on the word start. On your mark, get ready, start.